Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Luke Beller. I want to go over some of the biggest moves, the newest moves that happened today. Tomorrow, Tuesday, is the deadline for every NFL team to cut their rosters down from 90 players to 85 players. And so far today, the Packers have already released 3 different players. They've added one other player, actually, and then they're going to have to cut a couple more before tomorrow. So I'll keep you guys up to date with all that stuff. And then I'll go through a couple small updates from the Packers walkthrough practice today. And if you guys are new to the channel, I put up Packers content daily, so feel free to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to read some of my Packers articles, I will leave that link down below as well. Feel free to go check that out. So first off, the first player the Packers released today was outside linebacker Randy Ramsey. So it's a pretty unfortunate situation for Ramsey, who played 12 games for Green Bay back in 2020. Unfortunately for him, missed all of 2021 with an injury, and then he's been dealing with an injury this offseason as well. And he wasn't able to play in the preseason game on Friday because of his ankle injury he was dealing with. Packers had to sort of cut ties with him and move on from him. It's just tough when a player is dealing with an injury and they're not able to come in and, I guess, live up to their potential because that injury is hindering them. So it's unfortunate, but Randy Ramsey has been released by the Green Bay Packers. Then the next 2 players who have been released are offensive lineman Cole Schneider and cornerback Dante Vaughn. So Cole Schneider was a rookie UDFA who was signed this offseason. He was dealing with an injury, which is unfortunate for him. All these players were dealing with injuries. And then cornerback Dante Vaughn, who was signed by the Packers back on July 26th, he's been dealing with a hamstring injury and wasn't able to play in the preseason game. So all 3 of these guys cut, partly having to do with their injuries. And then here's the player the Packers actually signed. So it came out from Field. So it came out here from Field Yates saying the Packers have claimed tight end Nate Becker off of waivers from the Panthers. So Nate, a little information on Nate Becker. He's 6'4", 264-pound tight end. He was a UDFA out of Miami back in 2019. He spent some time with the Lions, Bills, and Panthers, but in his entire career in the NFL, he's only played in a total of 34 NFL snaps. He's been targeted 1 time and has 0 receptions. So I doubt he makes this final roster because there's already so many other tight ends here competing for that final 53 roster spots. But we'll see what happens here with Nate Becker, who the Packers just decided to add off of the Panthers. And so, as I said, there's going to be a few other guys cut by tomorrow at like 3 or 4 p.m., and we'll see. I don't know who that's going to be. We will see. And tomorrow as well, the Packers have a joint practice with the Saints Wednesday as well. And then here we have some information from today's practice from Rob Demovsky saying Winfrey, Naliai, Dominique Daphne have all returned. Also, wide receiver Malik Taylor doesn't have the red jersey anymore and appears fully cleared. So a few players who were dealing with injuries after last Friday's preseason game have returned. And so the only players right now who missed time today who aren't on the PUP list are safety Dallin Levitt, who's dealing with a shoulder injury. He suffered that during the preseason game. It looked like a pretty rough hit on his shoulder in that game. Defensive lineman Akil Byers dealing with a toe injury, and then safety Tariq Carpenter dealing with a knee injury, and all those guys remained out on Monday. And today we actually got to see Alton Jenkins play some right tackle in practice. It was more of a walkthrough, so it wasn't like full speed. But here we have from Rob Demovsky saying Alton Jenkins is a right tackle with the number 1 offensive line. It's jog through speed, but this could be his new home. Royce Newman back at right guard. So as I already put out in a video earlier today, with Jenkins yesterday being added back to this roster off of the PUP list, as well as Robert Tunney and Christian Watson, it's great to see Jenkins back out there a little sooner than I honestly had expected, coming back from his ACL injury. But if he's able to kick out there at right tackle, we have Yosh at left tackle, John Runyon Jr. left guard, Josh Myers center, then Royce Newman right guard. I think this offensive line is going to be just fine. And then whenever David Bakhtiari comes back, put him at left tackle, and then I guess we either have Nyman as a backup or maybe we kick Jenkins back out to a guard. I don't know what the Packers will do there. There's lots of possibilities, though, especially with Jenkins being back here at tackle for the Packers. But those are all the biggest updates today from Green Bay. If you guys want to stay up to date with all Packers news, feel free to subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video, and I'll see you guys next time.